And good afternoon, volleyball fans. Welcome to the Highliner Activity Center. It is junior high volleyball coming away today here on the Highliner Activity Network. Valley City, they are going to be taking on Central Cass here in volleyball 7th and 8th grade. Now the match in front of you will be that you'll be watching mostly will be the 8th grade match, and we'll have two games there, best 2 out of 3, 2 games on the 8th grade side. We'll also keep track of the 7th graders, and they're going to go best of they'll go 4 sets guaranteed, a 5th set if need be. So it is Central Cass and Valley City here in this 8th grade volleyball match from the Highliner Activity Center. And right off the get-go, off a serve from the Squirrels. Point Highliners are up to a 1-0 start. Valley City in the blues and the Squirrels in the red. As the Highliners are in the far court. Samir Malcolm checking in, and she will go back and serve here for Valley City. The Highliners and the Squirrels, and Malcolm serve on the way. And Faldi with the receive, and hits it, actually went out. That'll be a point for the Squirrels. We're tied 1-1. Again, this is 8th grade volleyball here this afternoon. Izzy Thompson for the Squirrels with the serve. That goes long. Point Highliners. 2-1 Valley City. Bob McDonald with you here this afternoon from the Hack. Deegan's on camera as we bring you volleyball here this afternoon. And Madison Anderson with the serve, and that is in. An ace in the corner here on the near side. Anderson with an ace for the Highliners, and they take a 3-1 lead in the opening set. Again, best 2 out of 3. And then they'll play a second match if necessary. Play a second game for sure. Both these squads, there's a side out point Squirrels. Both these teams, great numbers on the 8th grade side for both the Highliners and the Squirrels, and so they have enough for 2 teams. And that's why we're playing a couple of games, a couple of matches here this afternoon. Right now the Squirrels are down 2-3 with the serve. That was Kylie Albrecht with the serve, and Kylie Albrecht with the serve. That goes long. That just did hit in. That was an ace right in the corner at the point for the Squirrels. And it's tied 3-3. Kylie Albrecht serving for Central Cass near court and sends it over. On the receive, that's going to be a whistle. And I think we have an out of rotation or legal hit, but either way, it's going to be, it's a do-over. They will just do over. So Albrecht serving for Central Cass here to the near side. That goes wide. Side out, point Highliners. 4-3, Valley City. So the Highliners with the serve. Back serving for Valley City, Chesney Thompson. And Chesney sends it over and receive. That's an ace. That one went off Izzy Thompson. That'll be a point for Valley City. Highliners up 5-3. Thompson back serving from the far court to the near court, serving 5-3 for the Highliners. Albrecht here to the near side. And then dumping it over is Bradley Bassi. Now hit to the middle, dumped over by Cameron Berg. Central Cass on the attempt to tip it over. That was behind the antenna. That'll be a point for Valley City. Highliners with 3 in a row take a 6-3 lead. Thompson back serving 6-3. As they bring the knee pads up to the appropriate position on the knees. And the serve on the way. Here to the near side. Thompson receives for the Squirrels. To the middle. And dumped over by Garmin. Now back to Valley City. Here to the near side. Berg gives a kind of a half hit off of Cameron's hands and hits the bottom of the net. Point for the Squirrels. 4-6 Central Cass trailing. And Emmy Falaldi will serve. And that one is going to go long. That'll be a point for the Highliners, 7-4. Highliners lead the 7th grade match, 7-1. We're watching the 8th grade match here in front of us. Valley City up 7-4. Cameron Berg now back serving for the Highliners. Abby Wilmus checks in and goes front row for Valley City. Here's a serve. Out of the near side, Albrecht into the middle, over by Bassi. Now back to the Highliners, into the net. On the pass attempt by Valley City's Maddie Anderson. Goes into the net. Point Squirrels, 5-7. Now Olivia Garmin will go back and serve for the Squirrels, serving 5-7. Serve up and over. Highliners on the attack. Back into the middle. Over by Potretz. Diving dig. Tipped over the net for the Squirrels by Izzy Thompson. And that one is tipped and out. That'll be a point for the Squirrels. Down 1, 6-7. Garmin to serve for Central Cass, serving 6-7 here in set number 1. Again, playing 2 games. Serve on the way by Garmin. Pass, Thompson. Set. Thompson actually with the set. On the attack with the left hand. Here to the near side. Garmin again, or Thompson setting up again, and the tip over with the left hand by Potretz hit the net and falls on the Highlander side. Another point for the Squirrels. Squirrels have scored 4 in a row. We're tied 7-7. And the serve on the way by Garmin. On the receive, Anderson. And then Potretz backs up with the left hand, gets it over. Back here to the near side. Highliners on the attack. In the middle. Cross court, Wilmus. Back to the net. Punched over by Bossy. Now back to Valley City. Set by Thompson. Then over the left hand by Potretz. Here's the Squirrels back on the attack. Back to the Highliners. Pass by Thompson and cross court on the attack by Potretz. Kept alive. Nice dig by Falidi. And out here to the near side. Potretz sets it up. And on the attack, Wilmus. Central Cass back here to the near side. Pushed over by Johnson. Back into the middle. And over. Highliners. And we've got a whistle. And what we have 4 hits going to be called there against the Highliners. So another point for the Squirrels. Squirrels have scored 5 in a row. Take an 8-7 lead. And Garmin continuing to serve here for the Squirrels. Set by Thompson. Over and kill. From the middle, Ryland Johnson with the kill for Valley City. That stops a 5-point run. We are tied 8-8. Now Johnson will go back and serve for the Highliners. Serving 8-8 in the opening set. The lefty sends it into the net. Side out. Point for Central Cass. They go back up 1-9-8. Valley City leading 12-2 in the first set. Over on the other side on the 7th grade match. Back to serve for the Squirrels, Maya Davis. And Davis cross court and out. Side out, point Valley City. We're tied at 9. 9-9, and the Highliners will send Dakota Potretz back to serve. The left-hander serving 9-9 opening set. Here to the near side, Bossy with the receive. Now Davis to the front row. Over by Albrecht and long. Actually did just hit inside the line. Just inside the line. Johnson let it go, and it just stayed in. That'll be a point for the Squirrels. They go back up 1, 10-9. Kira Gunnufsson will come in. Gunnufsson goes front row. Back serving is Brady Bossy. And that serve goes long. And it'll be a point for Valley City. We are tied 10-10. Samira Malcolm now will come in. Samira will go back and she will serve for the Highlanders, serving 10-10 here in set number 1. Highlanders up 15-2 in the first set. On the other side in the 7th grade match. Garmin at the net. Bossy punches it over. Highlanders on the attack. Here near side. Berg up and over. Bossy to the middle. Set up by Faldi. And now back here to the middle. On the attack for Valley City, Anderson. Get to the near side. Bossy will set it up. She'll set for teammate on the attack and the kill by Izzy Thompson. Point Squirrels, 11-10. 1-point advantage for Central Cass. So Central Cass leading, and Thompson will go back and serve for the Squirrels, serving 11-10 in the first set. Serve on the way, long, side out, point Highlanders. We're tied 11-11. 11-11 is your score. Madison Anderson will go back and serve for Valley City. Serving 11-all here in the opening set. Making sure they have the right rotation. Anderson with the serve here for the Highlanders. Bossy receives. Now bump and over by Faldy. now to the near side. Fielding, pass, set middle, over Albrecht. On the Highliners, now back here to the near side. Setting up Berg on the attack. Bossy, Baldi, up and over. Free ball here for Valley City. Then a free ball for the Squirrels. Ooh, that one have gone up, but the Squirrels play it, or the Highliners play it. Central Cass here on the attack. Bossy back set, and Baldi gets it over. Free ball here for Valley City, and that'll be Malcolm. Try to back up to pass it, and went off her arms and drops in. Point Central Cass. Squirrels up 12-11. 18-3. Highliners lead in the 7th grade match. Now serving, Kylie Albrecht here for the Squirrels. To the net, and over by Potritz, and into the net. That'll be a point. Squirrels, 13-11. Central Cass up by 2. Mai Davis will check in. And back serving, Kylie Albrecht. Serving 13-11 here in the first set. At the net, Thompson sets it up. Potritz gets it over. Albrecht, Baldi dumps it over here for Central Cass. Highlanders attack. Potritz with the left hand. Bossy, pass. Baldi set middle. Backing up and attacking is Davis. Off the dig, backside by Anderson. And there's a point for it's on the, or dropped in on the Highliner side. That'll be a point for Central Cass. 3-point lead. That's the biggest lead for either team here in the opening set. 14-11. Central Cass with the lead. And Albrecht with the serve. Thompson, pass. Potritz set here near side. Berg on the attack. Albrecht. Baldi gets it over. Free ball for the Highliners. Potritz dumps it over. Thompson for Central Cass. Bossy setting up near side. Garmin a cross-court attack. Malcolm, pass into the middle. Anderson up front. And getting it over by Johnson, and then into the net. Off the receive by Albrecht. Point Valley City. That stopped a 4-point run for the Squirrels. Highlanders down 2, 12-14. Chesney Thompson back to serve. And Thompson with the serve here near side. And that's going to be an ace. That one went off of Kylie Albrecht. Point Highliners, 13-14. Valley City down by 1. Highliners lead the 7th grade match, 21-4. You're watching Highliner and Central Cass Volleyball here in the Highliner Activity Network from the Hack. And there's the serve. Now free into the middle. Free ball. Bossy gets it over. Highliners on the attack. In the middle, Johnson. And then into the net by Potritz. That'll be a point for Central Cass. They go back up to 15-13. That'll send Emmy Bailey back to serve. And she'll serve near side. That goes wide. Point for the Highliners. Back within 1 at 14-15. 7th graders up 22-5 in that 7th grade match. Now Cameron Berg back to serve for the Highliners here in the 8th grade match. Diving receive by Thompson. Free ball to the middle. Baldi sets it. And then over by Garmin and off of Berg and point Squirrels. 16-14. Central Cass by 2. And the sub coming in front row. Abby Wilmus will come in for Valley City. And Olivia Garmin back to serve for the Squirrels, serving 16-14 here in set number 1. Highlanders are set point away in the 7th grade matchup, 24-5. That's going to be an ace. Point Squirrels, 17-14. Squirrels with the advantage. Highlanders win the first set over in the 7th grade match, 25-5. Here in the 8th grade match, Highlanders on the attack. Over by Potritz. Garmin, pass. Baldi will set it. And cross-court attack. And did that hit? It did. It went off of Berg. That'll be a point off the attack there for the Squirrels by Izzy Thompson. 18-14. A 4-point lead here for Central Cass. And back serving, Olivia Garmin. Serving 18-14 in the opening set. Serve on the way and out. Line judge here in the near side says out. Point Highliners, 15-18. Down by 3. And back to serve, Ryland Johnson. Again, one of the 2 left-handers serving. She's got an ace. That one off Albrecht. And an ace for Valley City, 16-18. Highlanders down by 2. And ball kind of got away there. Now the Bossy will go and retrieve. Johnson serving 16-18. Valley City down by 2 here in the 8th grade match. And the serve on the way. Garmin, pass. Ball deal set middle. And getting it over was Thompson. Now the Highliners. Thompson for the Highliners setting it up. And over by Anderson and the kill. Madison Anderson with the point for the Highlanders, down 17-18. 3 in a row here for Valley City, down by 1. Johnson serving. And the serve on the way near side, hit the top of the net. Thompson, ball deal set it, and then right there at the net, her set went over the net. Potritz is there and dropped it in for the point. 18-18, 4 in a row here for Valley City, and the Highliners have tied it up in the opening set. Left-hander Johnson serving on the way. Aldi will up and over. Free ball here for the Highliners. Berg, pass. Thompson near side. Potritz over. Free ball for the Squirrels. Ooh, nobody was there. Garmin kind of backed off, as did Albrecht, and it dropped in for the point. 19-18. Timeout taken by Central Cass. Highliners leading at 19-18. We're in the opening set of this 8th grade match. Over on 9th grade side, they're just about ready to get started for their second set. 25-5. The Highliners won the first one in that 7th grade match. And again, they are playing guaranteed 5. And if a 5th one, or guaranteed 4, and if a 5th one is necessary, they will play that 5th one. Right now, the Highliners are up 1 as they have scored 5 in a row here in this 8th grade match and make it, that ended the string at 5. That attack went long in the middle by Anderson. It'll be a point for Central Cass. We're tied 19-19. And Garmin will go back and serve. Serving 19 up. And actually Garmin won't go back to serve. Kira Gunnufson will go back and serve instead. And here's a serve into the net. Side out, point Highliners. 20-19, Valley City by 1. That'll send Dakota Potritz back to serve. Back-to-back lefties serving. Johnson and now Potritz here for the Highliners. Serve on the way and long. Side out, point Squirrels. Tied 20-20. And the Squirrels have scored the first 3 points in the 7th grade second set. Brady Bossie will go back to serve, or will she? Yep, she'll go back to serve here for the Squirrels. We're tied 20-20. And a serve on the way up and over. Berg to the middle. Over by Anderson. Here's Central Cass. Ball into the middle. Down over by Albrecht and drops it in for the point. Kylie Albrecht with the kill. 21-20. Central Cass by 1. And Bossie will go back to serve. Serving 21-20. Serve on the way, just over the top of the net, hit the top of the net and dropped in for an ace. So Bossie picking up an ace for the Squirrels, 22-20. 2-point lead for Central Cass. Serve on the way for the Squirrels. Wilmus over, then Albrecht sends it back. Here at the net, Bossie punches it over. Berg, pass. Potritz back here to the near side. Wilmus gets it over. Free ball for the Squirrels to the middle. Dumped over by Albrecht. And now Bossie gets it over herself. Wilma sends it back. Here's Central Cass. Bossie back setting it. And then finally she's going to go wide. And that'll be a point for the Highlanders, 21-20. And the serve for Valley City. Samira Malcolm will go back and serve. Sam back serving 21-22 for the Highlanders, trailing by 1. Serve on the way and an ace. It was a high lofter and dropped in for the point. We're tied at 22. Highlanders 7th graders have scored the last 7 points and have a 7-3 lead over Central Cass in the 7th grade match. Malcolm serving here in the 8th grade match for Valley City. Albrecht back here to the near side. Beat in the net, and we're going to have a net violation called against the Highliners. That'll be a point for the Squirrels. 23-22. Squirrels go back up by 2. And back to serve. Izzy Thompson will serve for Central Cass. And the serve on the way. Here's Bird. Pass. Potritz. Up and over. Free ball for Central Cass. Back over. Free ball for the Highliners. Anderson on the attack. And that went long. That'll be a point for the Squirrels. 24-22. Set point here for Central Cass. Thompson serving in the opening set. And into the net. Side out. Point Highliners. 23-24. A 2-point game. Or 1-point game, pardon me. Highliners down by 1. Madison Anderson back to serve. Serve on the way. Central Cass. Bossy into the middle. Then pushed over by Gunnufson. At the net, Albrecht beaten to the net. Cameron Berg. She out-jumped Albrecht at the net and deflected her attack attempt. Dropped it in for the point. We're tied at 24. Good timing there by Berg going up for that one. Now to serve Anderson, 24-24. Serve on the way to the front. Bossy gets it over. That one goes off of Anderson and out. Point Squirrels. 25-24. Set point number 2 for Central Cass. Highliners have had an 11-point run on the 7th grade match. Now lead 11-4. Kylie Albrecht serving here for the Squirrels. Set point 25-21. 25-24. Service error. Point Highliners. 25-25. And back to serve for Valley City, Jesney Thompson. Serving 25-all. Serve on the way. Albrecht off of her. That's going to go over behind the benches. That's a point for the Highliners. 26-25, Valley City. Now facing set point themselves. And the serve on the way. Pass here to the near side. Baldy gets to the middle. Bossy up and over. Free ball for the Highliners. Malcolm set into the middle. Over by Johnson. Albrecht with a sliding dig. That goes out. Point Highliners, and they take the opening set as they come from behind and win it by a final of 27-25, taking the opening set. Set number 2 right around the corner. The Highliners and the Squirrels. You are watching Highliner Volleyball on the Highliner Activity Network. Paul McDonald back with you here at the Highliner Activities Center. It is 7th and 8th grade junior high volleyball here this afternoon from the HAC here on the Highliner Activity Network. The 8th graders, they are taking on Central Cass. Highliners came from behind and won 27-25 in the 8th grade match. Over in the 7th grade match, Highlanders won that first set 25-5 and now lead 18-7 in the second match. Back here, the Highlanders with Dakota Potretz, the lefties, sending it over on the serve to get things started. Bossy set middle. Now bump over. Here are the Highlanders on the attack off the free ball. Potretz setting it up. Malcolm under the net. Point, Valley City, or to Central Cass, 1-0. And that'll send Brady Bossy back to serve here for the Squirrels. 1-0. But Central Cass, serve on the way. Berg receives, pass. Back into the middle as the pass came by Johnson, and Malcolm got a width on her attempt on the third hit. Point, Central Cass, 2-0 Squirrels. Bossy serving. And that's going to be an ace. Bossy serve went off Johnson. Point, Central Cass. Squirrels up 3-0. And Bossy to serve. And the right-hander with the serve goes cross court. Malcolm, pass. Now over by Potretz. Backing up is Gunnufson, and that's a point for Valley City. Gunnufson's pass, no one could get to it on the attempt to set it. Point Highlanders, 1-3. Malcolm to serve. And the righty high archer and wide. Got it over but wide. That'll be a point for the Squirrels, 4-1. Valley City leading in the 7th grade match, 22-8 in the second set. Now serving, Thompson here for Central Cass, an 8th grade match. Set, Berg punches it over with a closed fist. Now the Squirrels back on the attack. Far side, Gunnufson got it up. Nope, 4 hits called there against the Squirrels. Point Highlanders, 2-4. Valley City trailing. Anderson back to serve. Up and over. As Gunnufson. Now cross court. Highlanders on the attack. Off the hit, Johnson, and the point. Ryland Johnson with the attack and the point for Valley City. Valley City down by 1, 3-4. And then Madison Anderson will go back and serve for the Highlanders, trailing by 1. And the serve hit the net, crossed in, dropped in for an ace. So a point for the Highlanders. We're tied 4-4. Highlanders 7th graders just took the second set, 25-8. Here, Central Cass and Valley City in the second set, tied 4-4. Bossy gets it over. Highlanders on the attack. Berg dumped it over. And then crossed off the attack there was Johnson. And we have a violation called against Central Cass at the net. Point Highlanders. And they go up 5-4. The Highlanders up 5-4. And back the other way. Here are the Squirrels on the attack. Garman gets it over. Malcolm to Berg. Backing up. Potretz on the attack. And the kill. Dakota Potretz with the kill. And the point for Valley City. They're up 2, 6-4. They will play guaranteed 4 sets in the 7th grade match. If a 5th is needed, they will do that. Here's a free ball for the Highlanders. Ooh, Malcolm was going to hesitated if she was going to let it go or try to dig it, and she went to dig. Looked like it would have been out if she let it go. It'll be a point for the Squirrels, 6-5. Central Cass down by 1. Kylie Albrecht back to serve for the red-clad Squirrels. She'll send it over. Here the Highlanders on the attack. Potretz gets it over. Albrecht up at the net. Now back to Valley City. Here to the near side. Berg attacking through the block attempt and the kill. Cameron Berg with the kill. 7-5 Highlanders. That'll bring Maya Davis into the lineup for Central Cass. And she will go back row. Chesney Thompson will check in for the Highlanders, and she'll go back and serve. Set number 2. Highlanders up 7-5. Serve on the way. That's going to be an ace. It went on the receive attempt. Izzy Thompson with the receive error. That'll be a point for the Highlanders. They go up 3, 8-5. Thompson serving far court for Valley City. Serve on the way. And that one's going to be an ace as well off of Thompson. Back-to-back aces here for Chesney Thompson for Valley City. They go up 9-5. And her serve is on the way. And Izzy this time with a nice receive to the net. And up and over by Gunnupson and drops in for the point. Kira Gunnupson with the point there for the Squirrels. That cuts the lead down to 3, 6-9. They'll send Olivia Garman back to serve. Garman serving 6-9, cross court, and out. Wide, side out, point Valley City. 10-6 Highlanders. And Cameron Berg will go back to serve. Serving 10-6 in the second set. And the serve on the way. That's off of off of Thompson. That'll be the third ace here in this set for Valley City. And the Highlanders up 11-6. With Cameron Berg serving. Cam sends it over. And Thompson receive. That goes wide. Point Valley City. And a timeout taken by Central Cass. 12-6. Highlanders leading here in the second set. They lost the first set by found 25, or won the first set 27-25. Now lead 12-6 here in the second set. This is Highlander Volleyball on the Highlander Activity Network. As we come out of the timeout, Valley City leading here in the second set, 12-6 over the Central Cass Squirrels in the 8th grade match. 7th grade match, Highlanders up 2-0. They are guaranteed 4 sets there. There's an ace by Cameron Berg. Berg dropped that one in front of Izzy Thompson. And the Highlanders lead 13-6. Berg to serve. And the righty sends it over. Thompson with the receive. Here's the ball at the net, and we're going to, play continues. We do have a net violation called there against Central Cass. Play continued, but one of the Squirrels, I think it was Olivia Garman, hit the net off the attack attempt. So the point went to the Highlanders. 14-6 Valley City, and Cameron Berg back serving. The high archer, Thompson, pass, back to the middle. Now over by Garman. Free ball for the Highlanders. Berg, back set by Thompson. And then in attack went into the net. I think that might have been Ryland Johnson's attack went hit the bottom of the net. Point for the Squirrels, 7-14. Kara Gunnison will go back to serve for Central Cass. And the serve on the way. Malcolm, off of Malcolm, up into the bleachers, and then back down. That'll be an ace. Point Central Cass. Squirrels down by 6, 8-14. With Kira Gunnison back to serve. And the right-hander sends it and sends it over. Right at Anderson on the receive. At the net, punched into the net by Thompson. Point Central Cass. 3 in a row here by the Squirrels. Now 9-14. Highlanders off to a 4-0 advantage in the 7th grade, third set. And sending it, Gunnison to serve for the Squirrels, serving at 9-14 in the second set. Malcolm receives. Thompson, actually I think that was Anderson that got it over. Now here the Squirrels on the attack. Bossy setting it up for Garman. Garman cross court. Nice job by Berg to keep it alive, and then by Johnson, but no one there to help Ryland, and went underneath the net. Point Central Cass. 4 in a row here for the Squirrels. They've got within 4 now, 10-14 in the second set. Serve on the way, Gunnison. Anderson, set Thompson. Lefty Potritz on the attack. Here's Bossy for the Squirrels, backing up Garman, gets it over. Free ball for the Highlanders. Back set Thompson. Potritz goes near side and into the net. Another point for the Squirrels. Squirrels have got 5 in a row here and have cut the lead down to 3 at 11-14. Kira Gunnifson back to serve. And the serve on the way was Anderson. Back here near side, and Anderson's pass. And then the set backside by Johnson, a little too far for Malcolm, and the point. And his Highliners are going to take a timeout. 12-14, Valley City down up by 2, but a 6-point run here by the Squirrels to get within 2 here in the second set. It's 7-2 Highliners, now 8-2 Highliners in the 7th grade match. They won the first 2 sets, 25-5, 25-8, and lead 8-2, now 9-2 here in this second set. We come out of the timeout. Squirrels have rattled off 6 in a row, cut the lead down to 2. It is 12-14. On the serve on the way. And the serve by Gunnifson is an ace for Central Cass. I don't know, hang on, they haven't put it up on the board yet, so we'll wait and see. Should be 13-14 if that was a point. Well, apparently they are saying there was no serve, so a do-over. So here's Valley City. Malcolm on the attack. Pass by Garman. Set into the middle. On the attack, Thompson. That goes out. Point Valley City. 15-12 Highliners. That snapped a 6-point run by Central Cass. Ryland Johnson will go back to serve. Serving 15-12. And not before Kylie Albrecht comes in front row for Central Cass. The lefty sends it up, sends it over, gets the ace. That one goes off of Gunnifson. Point for Valley City. 16-12 Highliners. And the lefty Ryland Johnson will serve. 16-12. And the serve on the way. And that's an ace. That went between Bossy and Gunnifson. Again, note the communication. Who was going to take it? Neither one did, and it went right between them. Point off the ace by Ryland Johnson. Highliners up 17-12. And the lefty serve on the way. Bossy to the net. Point. And the pass went into the net. And the Highliners up 18-13. Now, they did give the Squirrels that point on that one serve that we were wondering about. So it is 18-13. That is the correct score. Highliners up by 5. Squirrels on the attack. Now Valley City Berg. Pass. Thompson set. And over. Here's Central Cass. Bossy. She'll pass here near side. Thompson on the attack. Berg with the dig. Valley City coming back near side. And Malcolm. That's set by Thompson. A little bit too high for Malcolm. And it went over her head. Point. Squirrels. 14-18. Squirrels down by 4. And Brady Bossy will go back and serve. And the right-hander serve. That's going to go wide and long. Point. Valley City. 19-14. Highliners up by 5. And Dakota Potritz will go back to serve, but not before Abby Wilmus will come in front row for Valley City. Potritz, the lefty, serving 19-14. Garman. Now back to the middle towards the Squirrels. Free ball for the Highliners. Pass. Johnson, Potritz, and over by Anderson. And that is going to go in. Dropped in back row for Valley City. Point Highliners 20-14. Johnson, or Potritz will go back to serve. That was a kill by Johnson. Now Dakota Potritz back serving. The lefty serving 20-14. Here to the near side, and an ace. Right in the corner. 21-14 Valley City. And Dakota Potritz will serve it. They lead by 7. And the lefty, here's her serve at 21-14. Garman set. Over by Albrecht. Now Johnson, Thompson, Berg on the attack, and the kill. Right inside the line here to the near side. Cameron Berg with the kill. Point Valley City. 22-14, Highliners by 8. In the 8th grade match, 7th grade match, Highliners up 16-6 in the third, now 16-7 in the third set. Here's Potritz with the serve for Valley City, and another ace for Dakota. 23-14. So Potritz with another ace. Highlanders have been serving well here in this one. 23-14 Valley City. And Dakota to serve. Cross court, on the receive, and an ace. Volley sent it underneath the net. That'll be a point for the Highliners. 24-14 set point for Valley City. Dakota Potritz with the, no, we'll have a do-over. Now she's told she can serve. Sends it here near side. Gunnufs into the net. And that hit the antenna off the attack. That'll be a point for Valley City. And the Highliners take the second set, 25-14. So Valley City winning at 27-25 and 25-14. On the 8th grade side, now we switch over to our 7th grade match. Highliners leading that 20-7. And right now, Central Cass is on the attack and long as the Squirrels and Highliners here in the 7th grade match. Again, we will have 2 games here for Valley City. They won the first one. Both teams have enough players that they will play 2 separate games. Right now we are watching the 7th grade match between the Highliners and the Squirrels. And Valley City up 22-7. Back to serve for the Squirrels, Emily Broden. Serve far side and went under the net. Point for the Squirrels, or for the Highliners, 23-7. And now serving for Valley City, Nora Peterson. Here in the 7th grade match, 23-7 Highliners. We'll get back to the 8th grade match when they get ready to start that third set or second set of games. Highliners up 24-7. Peterson back to serve, set point for the Highliner 7th graders. Nora Peterson on that far side will send it up, send it over, and get the ace. Yep, that'll be a point for Valley City, 25-7. The Highliners will take the third set. So they lead 25-7, or win 25-7. Again, they are guaranteed 4 sets here on the 7th grade side. So regardless of what happens here in this 4th set, that'll be the final set for the 7th graders. And since now the second group of 8th graders are warming up, we'll watch the 7th grade match here for a little while as the Squirrels and Highliners are preparing to get started here in the 8th grade match. Highliners and Squirrels high school or junior high volleyball here from the Hack. Football coming away tomorrow as Valley City Highliner football taking on Fargo South. And that'll be a 7 o'clock kickoff. Anthony Brasso will have the call for you for the Highliner Activity Network. And that'll again 7 o'clock tomorrow night from Hannah Field. And if you are watching today's broadcast on the Highliner Activity Network, spread the word how they can log in and and subscribe to this. This is a free service for fans to watch Highliner activities and not just athletics. Of course, we'll have plays and concerts as well. Graduation, I don't want to talk about that since we're only in the 3rd week of school, but that will happen sometime in May here at the Hack. The inaugural year of the Highliner Activity Network. So here we go, the 8th graders getting ready for their second set of games now. There'll be 2 out of 3 here. The Squirrels and the Highliners. I want to thank both coaches for Central Cass and Valley City getting us rosters. Athletic Director Mike Schultz. So we can tell you who all is playing here for these two teams. And you're watching the 8th grade match, the Highliners. The group that'll be out there, Georgia Zahn will be out there, Kinley Suffolk, Brooklyn Boats, Kaylee Nielsen, Alyssa Wilmus, Lauren Larson, and Jessica Cook will be the ones that you'll see out there here for Valley City in the second set of games. And this is 2 out of 3 as well. Kaylee Broden, Nora Shearwhite, Carly Fletchock, Liv Severson, Raya Zimmerman, Jersey Narum, Abby Kobervig, and Maya Pyle. There's a Central Castleton name, Pyle, from years gone by. Those will be the players here for the Squirrels. Abby Kobervig will serve it up. And she's got an ace right off the get-go. Drop that one in front of Suffolk. That'll be a point for the Squirrels, 1-0. Central Cass leading here in the first set. And Kobervig, with the serve on the way. And that's going to be another ace. That one off of Suffolk and back behind her. And the Highliners. And down 2-0. Kobervig with the serve on the way. Larson pass on Central Cass on the attack. Tipped over by Severson and into the net. That'll be a point for Valley City. 1-2. Highliners down. George is on. Back to serve. So I've seen 3/4 of the Zahn kids today. Working with one of them to my left right now. Tipping it over and getting the point off the tip. Kaylee Nielsen with the point there for the Highliners. And Zahn will go back to serve. Tied 2-2 here in the first set. And a serve on the way by Georgia. Off the receive, Pyle. Free ball here for the Highliners. And Brooklyn Boats gets it over. Back to Central Cass. Tipped over by Severson. Off the set, Boats, and into the net by Zahn. Attack here, point, Central Cass. Squirrels goes up 3-2. And Liv Severson will go back and serve here for the Squirrels. On the way, serving up and over. And that's going to be an ace. That one goes off of Sepakul. Point for the Squirrels, 4-2. Highliners up 4-0 in the, now 4-1 in the 7th grade match. Liv Severson back to serve. And near side, hit the top of the net, but went out. Side out, point, Valley City. 3-4, Highliners down by 1. And back to serve. Brooklyn Boats back to serve. And the righty fires it over. Off of Severson, that's going to be an ace. So Boats with the ace. Little side note, Brooklyn's mom is from Castleton, so she's, a little torn today. Doubtful. 4-4 your score. Here's the serve on the way, wide by Brooklyn. That'll be a side out, point Squirrels, 5-4. And back to serve, Jersey Narum will serve here for Central Cass, serving 5-4 in the first set. And the right-hander sends it up, sends it over. And a set attempt by Lauren Larson went off her hands and out. Point Squirrels, 6-4. And Narum back to serve. After we get a sub, as Carly Fletchock comes into the front row. Here's Valley City on the attack. Cross court, near side. Central Cass attacking, dumped over by Pyle and dropping it in for the point. Maya Pyle with the point there for the Squirrels. And they go up 7-4. 3-point run here for the Squirrels, and Narum serving. There's the serve by Narum. Far side, Wilmus, and off of Alyssa. That'll be an ace. Point for Cass, 8-4. 4-point lead for Central Cass. Highliners on the 7th grade side, leading 7-3. Here's a serve on the way by Narum. Boats to the net. Off the set, over by Larson. No, into the net by Lauren. On her attack. That'll be a point for Central Cass. 8-9-4. 5-point run here for the Squirrels. Here's Zahn. Pass. Set middle. over by Larson. Pass by Severson at the middle of the net, attacking Fletchock, and that's a point. That goes off the back row. That'll be a point for the Squirrels. 10-4, Central Cass leading. They got 6 in a row here to take this 6-point lead with Jersey Narrum serving. And the serve on the way. At the net, tipped over. Here's Central Cass. Pass, Kobervik. Then over by Zimmerman. That one goes off of Boats to the back row. Point, Central Cass. Timeout, Valley City. 7 points in a row here. 11-4 advantage to Central Cass here in set number 2. The Squirrels have scored 7 in a row here and lead 11-4 in the first set of the second 8th grade match. Over in the 7th grade side, 9-5, Highliners leading. They're playing their final set. Over on the 7th grade match, the Highliners have won the first 3. And so they are playing their 4th. We come out of the timeout here in this 8th grade junior high volleyball, live from the Highliner Activity Center on the Highliner Activity Network. Paul McDonald with you, Mike Side. Deegan Zahn on camera. Highliners trailing 11-4. Serve by Narrum. Pass to the net, and that pass there by Wilmus, a little bit too far ahead. And not much there that Nielsen could do. Hits it into the net. Point, Central Cass. They've scored 8 in a row. Here's a serve on the way. Zahn, pass at the net. Nielsen dumps it over. Central Cass back to the way. Free ball. Boats to Nielsen. Nielsen sets it near side. Then Zahn gets it down the line and the point. Georgia Zahn with the kill there for the Highliners. That stops an 8-point run for the Squirrels. 5-12. Highliners down by 7. That'll send Alyssa Wilmus back to serve. But not before we get a sub here for Central Cass. Kaylee Broden will come in back row. Wilmus now ready to serve for Valley City. Serving 5-12 in the first set. Well, they're waiting as Broden has to get something off of her hand. Now she's good to go. Here we go. Serving. Wilmus on the way. Pass, Severson. Bump set. Kobervig back to the middle. Over by Fletchock. Here are the Highliners. Boats. Set middle. And off the set there was Wilmus. Now back to Central Cass. Wilmus pass. At the net, Nielsen. Dumps it over. Free ball for the Squirrels. And the pass by Fletchock. A little bit too far there for Pyle. And right in front of the scorer's table. That'll be a point for Valley City. Highlanders down 6-12. And Wilmus serving. 6-12 here in the first set. Pass by Severson. Pyle gets it to the middle. Over by Fletchock. Now back to the Highliners. There was a tip over. I think Brooklyn Boats got enough of that one to get it over the net. And the point for Central Cass. Or for the Highliners, pardon me. That is 3 straight for Valley City. Wilmus serving 7-12. And that's going to be an ace. Went off of Broden. Wasn't quite far enough back. That was a good serve by Wilmus. And the Highliners have scored 4 in a row. Cut the lead 2-4. Cut in half. Trailing now 8-12 in this first set. Wilmus side serve by Severson. Near side Pyle on the attack for the Squirrels and the kill. Maya Pyle with the kill there for Central Cass. Stopped the 4-point run. Squirrels up. No, they gave it to the wrong team. It should be 13-8. There we go. Now they got it changed. Raya Zimmerman back to serve for the Squirrels, serving 13-8. Zahn pass. Set, Wilmus. Near side attack. Misfiring by Nielsen. And the point for Central Cass. Squirrels up 14-8. And Zimmerman with the serve. That's going to go wide and out. Point Valley City. Highlanders down 5-9-14. And Lauren Larson will go back to serve for Valley City. And Larson serve near side. Central Cass on the attack. In the middle, Fletchock gets it over. Zahn pass. Punched over near side, Wilmus. Kept the line by Severson for the Squirrels. Now free ball for the Highliners. To the middle, Nielsen. Set up by Wilmus. The attack and the point cross court. Zahn at the top of the net, but got enough on it. It could not be dug out by Central Cass. Point Highliners. 10-14, Valley City down by 4. Lauren Larson to serve. And serves here near side and long. Point, Central Cass. 15-10. Squirrels by 5. And that'll send Maya Pyle back to the service line for Central Cass. Serve on the way. Larson receives. Pass. Wilmus to the net. And underhand tip. We're going to have a lift called against Valley City. That'll be a point for the Squirrels. 16-10. Highliners trailing by 6. And Pyle will serve for the Squirrels. Highliners lead 17-10, now 18-10 in the final set over on the 7th grade side. Here's the serve off of Boats, and Zahn can't get to it. Ace there by Pyle. Point, Central Cass, 17-10. 17-10, Central Cass leading. Maya Pyle with the serve. Hop it over. That one's going to go off of Larson and out. Off the receive, another ace for Pyle. 18-10. That's a score in both matches. Highliners lead on the 8th grade side, or on the 7th grade side. Central Cass here on the 8th grade side. Here's Zahn for Valley City. And her pass, not good, misfired as Wilmus tried to set it. And it goes out. Point, Central Cass. 19-10. Squirrels leading by 9. Pyle with the serve. Zahn, pass. Wilmus to the middle. And then over by Suffolk. Here's Central Cass. Zimmerman over by Fletchock. Wilmus into the middle. Nielsen. Central Cass now off the free ball. Into the middle for the Squirrels. Fletchock sends it over. And the pass, middle. Larson setting up. Zahn on the attack. And out. Long on the attack there, but it was tipped. It'll be a point for Valley City. That went off one of the Squirrels. It'll be a point for the Highliners. 11-19, Valley City trailing by 8 on the 8th grade side with Kinley Suffolk back to serve. Suffolk sends it up, sends it over. On the receive, free ball over, Zahn gets it over. Back to Central Cass now on the attack. Free ball, Boats over for the Highliners. Back to Central Cass, down the line into the corner, and the kill by Liv Severson. Just got it down the line and in that far corner. Point for Central Cass, 20-11. Squirrels by 9. Carly Fletchock will go back and serve now for Central Cass. And Fletchock into the net. Service there, side out, point Highlanders. 12-20, Valley City down by 8. Kaylee Nielsen back to serve. And serve here near side. That's an ace. That'll be a point for Valley City, 21-12. Or, 20-13. Highliners down by 7. Noah Sherwhite is now going to come into the lineup here. She'll go back row for the Squirrels. It should be 20-13, I believe. They got 20-12 on the scoreboard. Over on the 7th grade side, Highlanders up 21-13. Sherwhite now comes back row. Highlanders serving 13-20. Nielsen with the serve on the way. Pyle receives at the net and punching it over, getting it up there was Raya Zimmerman. Point Squirrels, 21-12. We'll go by the scoreboard. Squirrels leading by 9. Abby Coppervig will back and serve. And the jump serve by Coppervig. At the net. On the set attempt there by Nielsen. Back behind her. Zahn couldn't get to it. Point Squirrels, 22-12. Coppervig back serving for Central Cass. Jump serve right at Larson on the receive. Wilmus bumps to the middle and over by Nielsen. Here are the Squirrels set near side. Attacking by Severson. Wilmus sets it up. Zahn on the attack for the Highliners and that one into the net. Point to Central Cass. 23-12. 11-point lead for the Squirrels. Coppervig serve wide, hit the top of the net, but it would have been out anywho. Point Valley City. I really think it's 14-23, but we'll go by the 13-23 that the scoreboard has. Here's Zahn with the serve. Back over to Nielsen for the Highlanders. Wilmus setting it up. Larson on the attack and gets the kill. Point Valley City. Highliners, 7th graders, they take the fourth set 25-14. And so the Highliners win all 4 sets on the 7th grade match. Here in the 8th grade match, Highliners down 14-23 in the first set. Right on the attack for Valley City. Suffolk over by Zahn, or actually to the front row, and then Boats got it over, but it'll be a lip called or a point against the Highliners. Point for Central Cass. So the Squirrels up 24-14. With Liv Severson back to serve. For Central Cass, into the net, side out, point Highliners. 15-24, Valley City by 9, trailing by 9. Book and Boats will go back to serve. Serving 15-24. And a serve on the way. Severson pass. Set. At the net, Pyle gets it over. Free ball for the Highliners, Nielsen. Wilmus sets it back for Nielsen, attacking into the net. Point Central Cass, and the Squirrels 25-15. They will take that set. 25-15 the final. And again on the other side, 25-14, the Highliners 7th graders, so they won all 4 of theirs. So right now we're going to get ready for set number 2 between Valley City and Central Cass. We'll step aside. It is Highliner Volleyball on the Highliner Activity Network. Bob McDonald back with you here at the Highliner Activity Center. The Hack, it is junior high volleyball. Again, the 7th graders won all 4 sets. Valley City over Central Cass, 25-5, 25-8, 25-7, and 25-14. And right now we are watching the 8th graders. The Highliners in the first 2 won 27-25, 25-14. And this is the second best 2 out of 3. Central Cass won 25-15. And so here we go. It will be, I believe, Highliner serve. It is. Back to serve. Kaylee Nielsen to serve it for the Highliners into the net. Side out. Point Squirrels. 1-0. And the serve by Abby Kobervik. And we have a point for the Highliners. I was looking down at my roster there momentarily. This is the Central Cass 8th grade black team. And there's an ace, Kobervik. Back-to-back aces. 3-0. Squirrels leading. This is Abby Kobervik back to the service line for the Squirrels. Sends it over. Off of Larson. Couldn't decide if her pass wanted to use the bump or the hands. A last-minute decision. Used the 2 hands and went out. 4-0 Squirrels. Kobervik with the serve on the way. Here's Zahn pass. Back set. Nielsen. Zahn on the attack and the kill. That one off of shot. And the point for the Highliners. 1-4 Valley City. Trailing by 3. And Georgia Zahn back to serve. Up and over. Pyle on the receive. Pass by Suffolk, setting it up. Nielsen tipped over Larson, and the point. Point for Lauren Larson. Highliners with 2 in a row, down 2-4. And Zahn serving. At the net. Set. Coppervig. Tipped over. Narum. Now the Highliners backing up. Larson attacking. Pyle. Pass up front to Broden. Now back to Valley City. Over by Nielsen. Here's Central Cass on the attack. Near side. Attacked by Severson. Highliners dumped over Boats. Now back setting. Coppervig. Backside. Broden. Free ball for the Highliners. Larson pass. Nielsen tipping around the blockers. Net violation called against Central Cass. Highliners have scored 3 points in a row. Got within one now. 3-4. And Georgia Zahn will go back and serve. Serving 3-4 in the second set. Zahn serve on the way. Broden receives. And right back over by Wilmus. And that attack far corner off of Zahn. That goes out. Point Central Cass. 5-3 Squirrels. Liv Severson will go back and serve here for the Squirrels. Serving 5-3 in the second set. Squirrels won 25-15 in the first set. So the right-hander with the serve on the way. Back row, Nielsen up front, and whoop. Boats and Wilmus couldn't decide who was going to handle it. It dropped between the two. That'll be a point for Central Cass, 6-3. Squirrels by 3. With Severson to serve. Here's Larson, pass, back set, Nielsen over by Boats. Coppervig, front row, Broden over by Pyle. Now back to the Squirrels, Severson. Set, Pyle, attacking, and that'll be a kill by Maya Pyle. That went off Suffolk in the back row. Point Squirrels, 7-3. Squirrels up by 4. And the serve by Severson. Nielsen, Zahn up front, over by Boats. Outlet shot for the Squirrels. Set Coppervig, over Narum. Now back the other way for Valley City. Boats with the set attempt. Nielsen hits it into the net. And the Squirrels now with 4 in a row take an 8-3 lead. Severson back to serve. Serve on the way. Larson, pass. Set, Nielsen. And Zahn over here near side. Pyle, pass to cross-court Coppervig, and they're going to call 4 hits there against the Squirrels. Point Valley City, 4-8, Highliners. Brooklyn Boats will go back to serve. Serving 4-8 in the second set. And a serve on the way. Fletchock, Coppervig back up front. Narum can't get it over. That'll be 4 hits on the Squirrels. Point Valley City, 5-8, Highliners. As the lead is at 3 for Central Cass. Both serving. Brooklyn sends it over. Pyle for the Squirrels. Pass. Set. Coppervig back to Pyle. Her attack goes wide. That'll be a point for the Highliners. 3 straight here for Valley City. Down 2 at 6-8. And Boats back serving. And she'll serve it into the net. Side out. Point Squirrels, 9-6. Back to a 3-point lead for the Squirrels. Narum, Jersey Narum back to serve. Serving 9-6. On the serve. And there's a receive by Wilmus, and she got it up, over, and dropped it in for the point. So Alyssa will get the point, and she's going to go back and serve now for Valley City. 7-9, Highlanders down by 2. And Wilmus with the serve near side. Pass, Fletchock, back row. Severson up front, over by Pyle. Free ball for the Highlanders Boats. With the pass, set by Nielsen. Larson gets it over. Now back to Central Cass. Broden tries to set it, does, and standing on the attempt there by Fletchock. Point Valley City. Highlanders down by 1, 8-9. Wilmus back serving. And the serve on the way here near side. Pass by Pletschak. Set, Kobervik. Pyle on the attack and gets the kill. Kill by Maya Pyle. And the point for the Squirrels. They go back up 2 at 10-8. And now going back to serve, Kaylee Broden. For the 8th grade black team for Central Cass. Broden with the serve. Boats right there on the receive. Free ball for the Squirrels. Near side, Kobervik. And then over by Severson. Here's Zahn to Nielsen. Sends it over. Free ball by the Squirrels. On the near side, Narum got the pass. Set attempt. Kobervik, Pyle. Backed up and just got her fingertips on the attempt. That'll be a point for the for the Highliners. Back within 1 at 9-10. Lauren Larson back to serve. 9-10, second set. And that serve goes long. Point, Central Cass. 11-9. 2-point lead here for the Squirrels. Maya Pyle will go back to serve. Serving 11-9. Serve up and just got the top of the net. Nielsen was able to keep it alive and then got it over. Good job there by the Highliners, and they're going to get the point off the Suffolk tip. That was a nice job by Nielsen. Kaylee, the ball hit the top of the net off the serve, was able to keep it alive. And they'll get the point. And now back to serve. Kinley Suffolk serving 10-11. And she's got an ace. Ace for Suffolk. And the Highlanders have battled back. They trailed at one time 8-3. And now have come back and tied it 11-11 here in the second set. Suffolk with the serve. Pyle, pass. Kobervik, set middle. And over by Severson. Backing up, Suffolk. Wilmus to the middle. Nielsen gets it over and long. Side out, point, Central Cass. 12-11, Squirrels up by 1. We'll recap all the scores here for you and let you know what's coming up on the Highline Activity Network after the conclusion of this 8th grade match. Junior high volleyball tonight from the Hack. Here's a serve by Pletschak. Larson, then Zahn over. Free ball, Squirrels, Pyle. Here's the set near side, over by Severson. Now pass Zahn. Back set, Wilmus. Nope. That one a little bit too far and out of the reach of Nielsen. That'll be a point for the Squirrels. They go up 13-11 with Carly Pletschak back serving. And she'll serve it under the net. That'll be a point for Valley City. Highliners within 1, 12-13. And Kaylee Nielsen will serve it. Serving 12-13 into the net. Side out. Point. Squirrels. Should be 12-14. They might want to change the scoreboard. It is 12-14. Here's a serve on the way by Zimmerman. Back set at the net. Zahn blocked at the net by Nielsen, by Severson. She tried to hit it a second time. That'll be a point for the Squirrels. 13-14 with Zahn serving here near side. Pyle and an ace. Georgia Zahn will get the ace. Well, we're going to go by the scoreboard again, but I believe it should be 14-14. There, they're changing it a little bit. It's 16-14 what they have on the scoreboard. Highliners with the lead. Here's the Highliners on the attack. Suffolk pass. Set. Near side. And here's the Highliners setting it middle. On the attack, Boats. And we've got net violation on the Squirrels. Point Valley City. Highliners up 17-14. And back to serve. Georgia Zahn. High arcer. Pass Zimmerman. Broden to the middle. And over by Severson. Here are the Highliners. Zahn. Pass. Set. Wilmus. Zahn on the attack. Off of Pyle. Severson. And that's going to be a third hit. Nice job by the Squirrels. Now Wilmus set middle. And Boats on the attack. Backing up. Pletschak. She'll pass up front to Zimmerman. And back to the Squirrels off the free ball. Attacking there was Severson. Zahn in the dig to Suffolk. Over by Nielsen. Now Broden for the Squirrels. Passes it. Zimmerman up front row and out of the reach of Narum. Highliner point. 18-14. Valley City by 4. Georgia Zahn back serving. Trying to force a third set. And Pletschak back in the middle by Zimmerman. That'll be a point for the Highliners. 19-14. Valley City with the lead, leading by 5. And the serve by Zahn. Off of Fletchock, and another point for Valley City. 20-14. Central Cass wants a timeout. Highliners leading at 20-14 as they have taken a 6-point lead here in this second set. Central Cass won the first set, 25-15. And this is in the second group for the 8th graders. Highliners took the first 2 sets in this 8th grade matchup. Again, we'll recap all the scores for you coming up here in our post game. And I'll let you know what's on the horizon for the Highliner Activity Network. As we come out of the timeout, Georgia Zahn will go back to serve for the Highliners, serving 20-14. Zimmerman, free ball for the Highliners. Zahn to the net, free ball for the Squirrels, and Oman there to go after it, and it dropped in amongst the 3 of them. Point Valley City. 21-14, Highliners by 7. Zahn with the serve into the net. Side out, point Squirrels. So horn's going to sound here in a minute. It's 15-21. Squirrels serving, down by half dozen. On the serve, Severson. Lars pass, back set. Nielsen on the attack, Zahn. Now Severson for the Squirrels. Kept alive. Actually, it was Fletchock, then Severson. And then Zimmerman hit it into the net. Point Valley City. 22-15, Highliners by 7. Brooklyn Boats will go back and serve. Serving 22-15. And the righty serves it. And it's going to go wide. Point Squirrels, 16-22. The Squirrels lead, trailed by 6. Should be Squirrels serve. There we go. And going back to serve will be Jersey Narrum for Central Cal, serving 16-22. And the serve on the way. Zahn receives. Set Nielsen. Near side, over by Supcool. Now back to the Squirrels. That'll be a point off the pass from Narrum. Misfired. Point Highliners. 23-16. Valley City by 7. And Alyssa Wilmus will go back and serve here for the Highliners. Serve down the line. Over. Free ball now for Valley City. Right back over by Supcool. Off of Severson. And then collision by Fletchock and Zimmerman collided. And the ball's going to drop in for a Highliner point. Set point here for Valley City, 24-16. And Wilmus with the serve. Fletchock receives. Now Broden back up front. Over by Fletchock. Here are the Highliners. Pass Nielsen over by Supcool. Zimmerman or to Narrum. And that attack is going to go up and out. That'll be a point for the Highliners. And Valley City, they will take it 25-16 here in set number 2. And that will force a third set with the Highliners and Squirrels tied 1-1. We'll be back with that third set. This is Highliner Volleyball on the Highliner Activity Network. Back here at the Highliner Activity Network, it is set number 3. Winner take all here between Central Cass and Valley City. Highliners and Squirrels 1-1, and we are off and running. In the middle, set. Nielsen, cross court, Larson, off of Pyle. Back to the middle, Severson, over by Coppervig. Here are the Highliners. Larson pass, set. Middle, Nielsen, and over by Zahn. And right back over by Narum. Back to the Highliners, Boats, back to Larson. Off of Severson, then Pyle. Punched over by Coppervig, but we have a net violation against Central Cass. That'll be a point for Valley City. And the Highliners with the serve and the ace. That one off of Pyle. Highliners up 2-0. Kinley George Zahn serving. Zahn serving 2-0. Up and over. Pyle can't receive. Another ace. Back-to-back aces by Georgia. And the Highliners lead 3-0. I'll put it up on the scoreboard. There we go. And there's another ace by Zahn, I believe. Or no, out of rotation. Nope. It must have gone under the net. Looked like it went over, but it'll be a point. I didn't see the highlight. Must have gone under, but it's a point for the Squirrels. Here's the Highliners on the attack. The Squirrels now back to the way. Boats gets it over. And Nora Schwierwhite, who just checked in. Her pass went under. Point Highliners 4-1 Valley City. Brooklyn Boats now will go back and serve for the Highliners. Serving 4-1 here in the third set. And Boats serving up and over. Severson, Pyle, and then Schwierwhite. No, couldn't get it to the net. Point Highliners 5-1 Valley City. And Boats serving 5-1 in set 3. And the right-hander serving it on the way. Schwierwhite to Pyle. Pyle backwards over by Coppervig. Highliners off the free ball. Zahn set Nielsen backing up Larson. Got it over the net. Now Severson over by Narum. Larson for the Highlanders. Back set Nielsen at the net. Punched over by Wilmus and then right back by Pyle. But Pyle's went out. Point Highlanders. 6-1 Valley City. Leading by 5. Brooklyn Boats will go back and serve. Serving 6-1 in set number 3. Boats serving it up, serving it over. Pyle pass. Coppervig back to Pyle. Got it over. Back to the Highliners. Over by Nielsen. Now Severson pass. Coppervig set. Pyle on the attack. That goes wide. Point Valley City. 7-1 Highliners here in the third set. And Brooklyn Boats will go back and continue to serve 4 straight points here for Valley City. Boats serving it up. Schwierwhite pass. Set near side Pyle. On the attack. That goes off of Boats, off of Zahn, and out. That'll be a point for the Squirrels. 2-7. Squirrels trailing by 5 and back to serve Jersey Narum. Serving 2-7, third set. Narum with the serve. Pass. Wilmus. Set. Nielsen. Over by Suffolk. Now Pyle. Coppervig over for the Squirrels. Boats pass. Suffolk. Back to the net. Got it over. Off Coppervig. Over by Zimmerman. Then Nielsen. Her attack cross court went wide and out. Point Squirrels. 3-7. Squirrels trailing by 4. And Narum back serving here near court. Serve on the way near side and just out. Zahn watched it all the way and watched it drop. 8-3. Valley City up by 5. Alyssa Wilmus back to serve. We're going to get his sub coming in here as Kaylee Broden will check in for Central Cass. Wilmus serving 8-3 in the third set. Over ace off Schwierwhite. Point off the ace. 9-3 Valley City. And Wilmus will serve for the Highliners. Here along the near side, Schwierwhite, her receive, nope, goes out. Back-to-back aces, 10-3, Valley City by 7. Here in the third set. Trying to make it a clean sweep for the Highliners. Again, Central Cass here tonight in junior high volleyball. Serve. Whoop. There's a jinx. That went into the Central Cass bench area. Point to the Squirrels. 4-10. Trailing by 6. Rye Zimmerman back to serve. For Central Cass, serve on the way. Zahn, receive, pass to Wilmus, attack Nielsen right there. Severson. Now Pyle. Well, Pyle and Broden, they both went after it. Either one or both hit it over by the scores table. That'll be a point for Valley City. 11-4 Highliners. Highliners up the 11-4 and the serve by Larson. And the receive over by Severson. Zahn let it go wide. Point Highliners. 12-4 Valley City. Leading by 8 here in this set. It was 3-1 at one point. A 9-3 run since. Here's Larson with the serve. Broden off her, kept alive by Coppervick. Now Nielsen pushes it to the middle. Ooh, little collision there. Look out. Severson diving for the dig and hit the ankle of Broden. She's okay. Point Highliners 13-4. And that will bring Fletchock back to the front row for Central Cass. Lauren Larson serving 13-4 for the Highliners. And that one's going to go wide and out. Point Squirrels 5-13. 8-point advantage for Valley City. Maya Pyle will go back and serve here for Central Cass. And the serve on the way. Larson. Wilmus, and then over by Larson. Free ball for the Squirrels. Now free ball Highlanders. Boats, pass. Tipped over by Wilmus, but they're going to call illegal hit on Alyssa. That'll be a point for Central Cass. 6-13. The lead is at 7 for the Highlanders with Pyle serving. And a serve on the way. That'll be an ace. Larson, her receive into the net. Point Squirrels, 7-13. 6-point advantage. And Pyle with the serve for Central Cass. Zahn receives at the net. Wilmus back to Zahn. Georgia gets it over. Free ball for the Squirrels. Coppervink backing up. On the attack is Zimmerman, and that's going to go out. And wide point Highliners. 14-7 set and match point for Valley City. And Kinley Suffolcool back to serve. Serve on the way near side. Severson receives. Set, Coppervink backing up. Severson got it over. Actually, on the set attempt there was Zimmerman. The attack went long. That'll be a point for the Highliners. And the Highliners take the third set by a final of 15-7. And they will win the match sets to 1. So a sweep here tonight for the Highliners in this junior high volleyball match. Again, in the 7th grade match, Valley City won 25-5, 25-8, 25-7, 25-14. And in the first matchup on the 8th grade side, it was the Highliners 27-25, 25-14. And then in the match just completed, Central Cass won the first set 25-15, and then the Highliners won 25-16 and 15-7. So here's what's coming up next on Highliner Activity Network. We've got football tomorrow as the Highliners will be taking on Fargo South from Hannah Field, and that is a 7 o'clock kickoff from Hannah Field. High school football coming your way. Anthony Vrasso will have the call for you right here on the Highliner Activity Network. My thanks to cameraman Tegan Zahn and also the technical director Derek Bear and Mike Schultz and the coaches for getting us lineups. Again, Highlanders sweeping it here tonight, winning 4-0 on the 7th grade side, and then 2-0 and 2-1 on the 8th grade side, winning tonight in junior high volleyball. Paul McDonald saying thanks for joining us, and so long. You have been watching Highliner Volleyball on the Highliner Activity Network.